Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Monday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parish Construction and Roofing. You need an orthopedist? Go to Brock. You need a roof? You call Parish. Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com. Also shopwithmatt.com. And Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com. All right, y'all. Hope everybody's having an awesome day. Great start to your day. Hope you had a great weekend. Again, a belated Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. We appreciate all of you sincerely. Hope all the moms had an amazing day on Mother's Day. Unfortunately, the baseball Tigers couldn't pull off the sweep on Mother's Day, despite our greatest wishes and intentions. But the Tigers did do what they needed to do, which was win 2 out of 3. So you take 2 out of 3 in that series against Arkansas, and now you set yourself up in a great position now you set yourself in a great position next week going to South Carolina, needing just a couple of wins to get you to 19. You win that series, and then you head to Hoover, already having a national seed locked up. And I'll keep reminding you why that's important, because this year the entire SEC baseball tournament is single elimination. So it's not like you'll have multiple opportunities to help RPI or lose, but you could bounce back and still get a win. Like, you could get the double bye, play Thursday, lose, and you're done. So so you need to take care of things, have it wrapped before you go. Because even, in theory, then still you can go, let's say you get the double bye, you go to Hoover. I mean, you could throw Newt, Schmidt, whoever on Thursday, save Anderson, Iance, and give them both, basically a week off before the postseason. Yes, please. Would love for that to happen. So, anyway, all right, please smash the like button if you would. Subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Glad to have you on board with us here. We'll say some good mornings. Fire away. Anything you got, you know the drill. Hey, Jacob, good morning. Thomas, good morning. Brian, what's up? Juan, good morning. Any truth rumors are getting Jameis from the Giants? Is that actually a rumor? So the Giants drafted Jackson Dart, and they signed Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson this offseason. Who's reporting this? I haven't seen this anywhere reputable. And what are you going to give up for him? If I had my preference, you would have never let Jameis walk. But they became pod committed to Derek Carr. So, okay, where did that get you? 2 years of sub 500 football, and you set $100 million on fire. And oh, by the way, you also cost yourself an opportunity to draft a quarterback in either of the last 2 drafts as well by committing to Derek Carr when you should have been rebuilding. But anyway, I don't know. What are you going to give up for Jameis at this point? I don't know. Hey, Tiger Poppy, good morning. Melody, good morning. What an up show yesterday. Lowell, Bubba, Ryan. Good morning, Matt. Sorry it's been a while since I've been on. Still catch up when I'm behind. I hope all is well. All good, Ryan. Appreciate you when you can be there, man. People got life. I know that. But you know where to find us whenever you can be here. All good, man. Christian, what's good, dude? It's coming up, Dale. Get ready. Brad, good morning. Do you have a problem with TV networks interviewing coaches in the middle of the game? Yeah, I mostly think it's worthless. Very few of them. Someone asked me that about the Jay Johnson interview on Saturday. When Braswell kind of didn't handle that ball at third while Jay was on the interview. Very seldom, if ever, do you get anything out of the in-game interviews. So Yeah, I don't really see much point in it. Hey, Sean, as bad as the walks were, they still had a chance. The offense has me more concerned. Outside of Saturday, we're kind of quiet. Offense, you had 10 hits yesterday, including 2 homers. So I don't think the offense was quiet. I think you had some missed opportunities in game 3 for sure. You had let's see, in the second is when you had the 2 homers. Then they went E5 hit by pitch. Then you had 2 on and you struck out. Then in the third, you had you had the bases loaded with 1 out in the bottom of the third, and you grounded into the double play. It was Milam grounded in the double play. So you had some opportunities, but they had 10 hits, you had 10 hits. You just walked 9 guys, which gave them great opportunity. I started the Jameis room. Hey, Kelly, good morning. Sidebar, why does Tennessee baseball always get into scuffles? Well, I don't think it's just true with Tennessee baseball. I just think it's true in sports that most teams are a reflection of their head coach. And that's what Tony Vitello does and is. He, for better or worse, he wins a lot of games, and but that's who he is. It's who they are. They chirp, they talk, they scuffle. But it all goes back to Vitello. Did we ever say that about Tennessee before Tony Vitello got there? Hey, Linda, good morning. Someone said Justin Reed wants to leave NOLA. Are we just starting rumors? Was that like something that you actually saw, or I doubt that's serious. Justin Reed was a free agent, could have signed anywhere, and chose to sign with the Saints and got paid very nice contract, and he's by his family again. And I don't know that I believe that, but unless if you have a report or something like that. Steve, good morning, Matt. I trust no reporting till you confirm or post anything. Trust me, Scone, always never fake news. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it, man. Tiger Diver, morning, Scone. Can't wait for Derek Carr rant today. Hey, Mark, good morning. Derek Carr threw for more career passing yards than Joe Montana. Let's see. Carr ended up with 43,000. Is that right? Carr's 22nd. Joe Montana's 24th. Yeah. So Carr threw for 41,243. Montana threw for 40,551. Chris Keller, good morning. David Coslin, good morning. Roll Tide, what do you make of the rumors about the Saints pursuing Aaron Rodgers? Yeah, I don't. Again, we've been talking about these for several. We've been talking about the free agent quarterback market since we first learned of Carr's injury back on April the 11th. So for about a month now, right at a month, we've been talking about this. Rodgers doesn't make a lick of sense. He's 41. If he's going to continue playing, he's going to want to go somewhere where he can be a contender, and the Saints are most certainly not that. So it doesn't make a lick of sense why Rodgers would play for the Saints this year. That's number one. Number two, would the Saints want him? Sure. It's a mercenary situation where it's a 1-year deal, but at the same time, Aaron Rodgers doesn't exactly have the reputation of being great to the younger quarterbacks. So, do you want him around Tyler Shuck and Spencer Rattler and Hainer? Maybe. I don't know. I think that's a non-starter because I don't know why Rodgers would go to New Orleans. Melody, do you think Early's out at A&M? Probably not. I don't think they would fire him after 1 year. You got it, Juan. You can have fun any Monday or any day. Oh, wait, hang on. Patrick, I'm all getting huge series win. Let's clinch top 8 National Seed return to Omaha. I'm here for it, man. Say it all the time. If baseball can get me through June, gravy, man. All right, here we go.
Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish Built. Parish Built. Parish Built. From your hometown. ParishBuilt.com.
Okay. Oh. All right. All right. Right. Remember, if you need North Beach, go to Brock. You need a roof, you call Parish. Where are we? Here we go. Hey, Brett, good morning. Christian, Missouri sweeps the Aggies. Seems very on brand for TAMU athletics. How about that? After A&M gets a big series win against LSU, they get swept by Missouri. With everything on the line, too. That might have been the death knell for their postseason hopes. I don't know that you come back from that. And they've got... Let's see. Let's see. Georgia this weekend, and it is at Georgia. Swept at home by Missouri. You just hate to see it, don't you? 27-23 overall. They're 10-7 in the league. Remember, 13 is kind of that benchmark number that everyone sort of looks at now. That's what LSU got to a year ago. So A&M would have to sweep Georgia on the road this week to get themselves there. Hard to imagine that happening. Ashton Roberts, good morning. What was the quickest trigger you've seen on an umpire before? Was that the quickest trigger? So here's the thing. It is clearly stated in the rule that if you argue balls and strikes, you're ejected. Okay. So Jay was arguing balls and strikes. He got ejected. I also think that's an ump show and it's stupid. And the guy needs to. You could even Jay say you didn't give me a warning. You could read his lips saying you didn't give me a warning. And I don't blame him to go bad for his guys. And I know when you look at the highlight, a lot of people's like, "Oh, it was a ball." Well, first of all, it doesn't matter if it was a ball. Like ejecting Jay Johnson for that is stupid. That's number one. Number two, I think it was a strike. Remember, it was coming across the plate from a lefty in Cooper Williams, who had a sweeping action. I think Luis Hernandez got crossed up. And so because Luis Hernandez had to react dramatically to the ball, it probably threw off the umpire. That's why it's important. We talk about oftentimes for catchers to be still behind the plate, to be great receivers. When you're still behind the plate, it makes it look like the pitcher is hitting his spots. When you have a dramatic move, it makes it look like it was inaccurate. So anyway, but yes, I was dumb to toss him. Eli, I know it's early, might be looking at 2-3 win Saints season. Look, before Derek Carr's retirement, the first Vegas win totals that came out were 5.5. So, yeah, didn't I see over this weekend after the retirement that it dropped a game to 4.5, which goes to tell you, like, all right, Derek Carr was worth a game. Let's see. Saints. I don't see it on here. Oh, well. Let's not get bogged down. Ryan, one thing the good organizations still do is look beyond the results, even if it's Derek Carr. I'm going to have to pull that back today. Mark, Aaron Rodgers, or Kirk Cousins Saints? Probably neither. I don't think Rodgers would pick New Orleans, and for Kirk Cousins, you probably have to trade for him. So I don't know what kind of asset you're going to give up to get him. Derek Carr is the best line. That is a Waterboy reference. Well done, Hayes. Very well done. Best linebacker since Joe Montana. Joe Montana was a quarterback, you crazy. I said Joe Montana. Matt, any thoughts on the Tigers 10 seed in the NCAA tournament? Yeah, a little disappointing to miss out on the top 8, especially because at one point they're all the way up to number 2 in the country. But they slid late in the season and probably landed where they should have. So, and they got a really tough regional as well. I can't tell you I know a ton about all the softball teams around the country. I don't, but all the analysis was that it was maybe the toughest regional. So a little disappointing, but not unexpected, but hoping they go on a run, man. Beth went to the Women's College World Series 3 consecutive years in 15, 16, 17, and haven't been back since. So would love to see them break through and get back this year. Hey, Rocky, good morning. David, looking for a good breakfast place near Jones Creek in Corsi. Do you have any recommendation? Yeah, you're not far from Mason's Grill. Go to Mason's Grill. It's on Old Jefferson, but you might have to GPS it, David, if you're not sure where. But Mason's Grill is what I would suggest over there. Thomas, 19 down. Jerry, good morning. Leon, now the car is gone. Do you think we win more than 5 games? No, I don't. Car. I said many times that Derek Carr was your best option to win games. You just had a lower ceiling, higher floor, lower ceiling. So no, I don't think that with a rookie quarterback, you're going to do better. Keith Darcy, is that a Taylor in the background? No, it's a Tim. So that is he's talking about my guitar. Actually, it looks more like a Martin than anything. But there's a guitar made by a guy in town named Tim, with Tim's Guitar, where he repaired guitars and stuff like that. Well, he handmade some guitars, and that's one that he made. I bought that guitar in 2002 for the second guitar I ever owned. Still sounds great. Leon, good morning. Rocky, who's on the warmest seat, early or probably Paul, but I don't think either's getting fired this year. Patrick, can't wait to hear you discuss the car retirement today on AFR. I got to bring it today for sure. Thomas, special teams update on AFR this week. We'll do it. Happy to do that. Leon, so we get $20 million on next year's cap, correct? No, not necessarily. The lottery's tonight, Mark. Hang on one second. So I would recommend that so Ross Jackson has a piece up at louisianasports.net. Yes. Okay. So hang on. So Leon, when you say 28 million, that's not, so you said next year, talking about 2026, right? Not this coming season, because this coming season, your cap relief is going to be minimal. It's going to be really just in lowering the base salary. It's going to be like $1 million and change that you're going to get for 2025. The real advantage is the salary you had rolled into 2026 from the restructure, because the restructure is effectively negated. That money that you had rolled into 2026 comes off of 2026. So that's the $28 million. So not for 2025, for 2026. So you're up against it this year, if that's what you're thinking. But for 2026, you'll get that relief with that. You're still gonna carry a massive dead cap number, but it was going to be like $60 million. Well, the 60 million, 59 is now going to be reduced by 28 million. So it'll be 31, which is still ridiculous. But draft lottery is tonight, Mark. So we're looking forward to that. Hey, Becky, good morning. Nick, who do you predict win the starting job for the Saints quarterback? I mean, at this point, barring something unforeseen, unless they add someone, it'll be Tyler Shuck. Hard to imagine. I mean, he's the guy Kellen Moore added, wanted to draft. You know, fits what they want. Probably. Yeah, Saints are not winning 11 games. Brian Turner, I believe LSU has the same advantage over Clemson that Florida State had over LSU in 2023. Portal gives a different roster to prep for. Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily, Brian, that you're worried about the portal giving you a different roster. I think it's just better. Like Florida State was better with Keon Coleman and Braden Fisk and Jared Verse and all those guys. They were just better. And LSU is just a better team this year. EJ, good morning. Love the Devin Neal pick. Where do you think that leaves Clyde in the depth chart? I don't think it really has much effect. I mean, you're going to keep more than two running backs. So, yeah, I think the guy that's the odd man out potentially is Kendre Miller. So maybe, but remember also Devin Neal's a 6th-round pick, so he's hardly a lock to make the team. Just something to keep in mind. Bob, I think you're right about Jones. The number of his strikeouts have gone up considerably. I think he's got in his head that every time he comes up, he needs to hit a home run. Saints 116 this year. I'd be fine with it. 116. Draft your franchise next year. Oh, let's get out of here. Y'all have an awesome day. Locked on LSU is live. AFR3. We'll see you.